Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101. We're going to call it the early games, early late game, post game show, and Sunday Night Football post game show. Since I didn't get to do a Sunday Night Football pregame show or a late game one because of tonight's Tony Awards. That's the reason why. So we'll just combine it: early late game Sunday Night Football post game show, beginning with. The Browns beat the Chicago Bears 26-6 today at First Energy Stadium to improve their record to 2-1. And what a day for Myles Garrett and the Browns defense. The defense really stepped it up and won the game for the Browns today, especially Kareem Hunt, who had a really great game. And I'll let you know why in just a moment. But first, Garrett set a single-team record with 4.5 sacks, surpassing Andre Davis' 4 sacks recorded on November 3rd, 2003. His record-breaking sack came on a 3rd and 9 play with 10:08 left in the game, and that was in the fourth quarter. And Garrett's which was Garrett's fourth third down sack. And on offense, it was the team's hometown running back. Kareem Hunt, who carried the offense today. They stepped it up too. And we'll get to game balls in just a moment, but I want to recap the game for you right now. In the first quarter, the Browns had a turnover on downs. And it was when Baker Mayfield stepped back to pass and got sacked at the Chicago 47 for 9 yards, and that's when the turnover on downs happened. And then the Bears kicked the field goal. Carlos Santos, 47. They tried to get a touchdown, but then Carlos Santos, 47 yard field goal attempt was good. Excuse me, and it was 3-0 Bears. At the end of the Browns had 2 turnover on downs, and then this was another one. It was on Mayfield got sacked again. His pass was intended for Mack and it was intended for a -11 yards, and that was the second turnover on downs. And then Chicago had to punt, and they had 3 plays, and they went out, 3 and out, and then at the end, near the end of the first quarter, the Browns tried to get a touchdown but couldn't, and then Chase McLaughlin's 57-yard field goal attempt was good, and it was 3-3 at the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, this is when the Bears' problems started. They didn't do much today. Chicago went 3 plays, -9 yards, and had to punt. And then the Browns had to punt after 8 plays and 30 yards. And then Chicago went 5 plays, 19 yards, and they had to punt. And then first the Browns, and then Baker Mayfield's pass short middle to the end zone catch made by Austin Hooper for a 13-yard touchdown. It was a late touchdown pass. The extra point is good, and it was 10-3 at halftime. In the third quarter, the Bears went 3 and out and had to punt after 3 plays and -8 yards. Uh-oh. Whoa. And then the Browns tried to score a touchdown, but they just couldn't get in the end zone, so they went for a field goal. Chase McLaughlин's 57-yard field goal attempt is good. And then it was 3-3. Oh, that was on that first one. And it was actually, no, it's just his third. It was a 41-yard field goal attempt. Excuse me. And the attempt was good. It was 13-3 Browns. And then the Bears tried to score a touchdown, but couldn't. Carlos Santos kicked a 22-yard field goal attempt, and it was 13-6, and it was good. It was 13-6 at the end of the third quarter. In the fourth, the Bears continued to just have problems to not be able to do anything right. The Bears just had their woes today. The Bears went 3 and out and had to punt after 4 plays and 9 yards. And then the Browns tried to score a touchdown, but could not. Weren't able to get in the end zone. So they set up for a field goal, 52-yard field goal attempt. Chase McLaughlин's attempt was good. It was 23. Actually, no, it was a touchdown that was scored. And the end zone. Kareem Hunt for the 29-yard touchdown. It was 20-6. And then they went 3 out Chicago. And then the field goal was good. It was 23-6. And then the Bears had to went 3 and out to 12 yards and had to punt again. And then the Browns would try to go for a touchdown but couldn't do it, so they went for a field goal. And Chase McLaughlin's 28-yard field goal attempt was good, and it was 26-6. But then the Bears had a turnover on downs, and it was Justin Fields steps back to pass. He got sacked at the Chicago 21 for minus 14 yards, and the Browns get the ball back, and they had 5. And Johnson rushed right tackle to Chicago 16 for 5 yards. Johnson was second and 5. Duke Johnson. Johnson rushed left to Chicago 12 for 4 yards, and then 3 and 1 as Chicago 12. And Case Keenum rushed up the middle to Chicago for a 2-yard sack, and Case Keenum kneels, and that was it. And the Browns get the win and go to 2-1 on the season by the final score of 26-6. Baker Mayfield, the game balls. Baker Mayfield, 19 of 31 carries and attempts, 246 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 1 touchdown, 10 attempts, and 81 yards. Odell Beckham Jr., 5 receptions, 77 yards. Myles Garrett for his 4.5 sacks record, and Kareem Hunt as well. He gets a game ball today. So the Browns will travel to Minnesota next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings at they will travel to Minnesota next week at, I think it's at U.S. Bank Stadium. That's where it is, I believe. Yeah, it's at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Greg Newsome left the game with an injury in the fourth. Hopefully, he'll be back playing with us next week. And I'm going to announce the other games right now. I'm going to do them. Beginning with, let me flip back here. I got to... beginning with the LA Chargers beat the Kansas City Chiefs today at Arrowhead Stadium, 30-24. Boy, I never expected that. Was just a total surprise to see that happen. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-19 in Jacksonville. And the Washington football team just walloped. The Buffalo Bills just walloped the Washington football team 43-21. The Tennessee Titans beat the Indianapolis Colts 25-16. The New Orleans Saints beat the New England Patriots today 28-13 in Foxborough today. The Falcons get their first win of the season. They beat the New York Giants, and they go to 1-2. And unfortunately, the Giants fall to 1-4, and Atlanta won that one 17-14. The Cincinnati Bengals beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-10 at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Detroit Lions 19-17 at Ford Field in Detroit, and the Broncos shut out the Jets at Empire Field at Mile High, 26-0. And the Miami, LA Raiders beat the Miami Dolphins in overtime, 31-28. The LA Rams beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-24 in the Battle of the Unbeatens today at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Seattle Seahawks at home 30-17 at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And tonight's Sunday night game, the Green Bay Packers get the win on the road. They beat the San Francisco 49ers 30-28. And tomorrow, the Cowboys and Eagles will battle it out at AT&T Stadium in Big D. And right now, I am... I am 8-7 right now. And my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle, is 9-6. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9-6. 9-6. And right now I'm 9-7. So it looks like my brother-in-law, if Dallas should win, will win the picks this week. So I will fall to 2-1. So if that happens, so we'll see what happens tomorrow in Big D with Dallas and Philly. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday night early games, late games, Sunday Night Football post-game show. I'll be back tomorrow night with the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football pre-game show before, post-game show after. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.